On today's adventure, we go explore around Newman Park Road, just south of Flagstaff, Arizona. Just off the I-17 highway, we enter into the Coconino National Forest. We go searching for some incredible woodland images and discuss some composition tips along the way before heading to the breathtaking James Canyon. Hello and welcome to another incredible adventure here on the channel. Today, as you can see, we are in the forest, the Coconino National Forest, exploring an incredible area just off of Newman Park Road. The goal today is woodland photography, but we're also going to be exploring a canyon. I think it's called James Canyon. But it's going to be a fun-filled day because as you can see up behind me there, it's a nice overcast day, and that's one of my favorite conditions to come out here and shoot woodland photography because it provides a nice soft lighting and you kind of avoid those really harsh shadows you get on sunny days. So we're going to be exploring around and we're going to find some cool pictures along the way. So let's get after it. This is our first interesting composition that I've come across as far as photograph worthy. These trees that have these slight bends to them, there's 3 of them, and I positioned the filming camera here to really accentuate the framing I'm looking for with this photo because as always with this woodland photography, simply moving from right to left is going to change how those trees interact with the background. And what I think is most interesting about this is they have this nice curve to it, creating these kind of triangle shapes. And then the distant and surrounding trees are all basically straight. So I think it makes for a really interesting and unique composition, even though it does have a little bit of chaoticness to it with so many trees and debris on the ground within the scene. I still think it makes for a beautiful, beautiful shot. Check this out now. What is that? I've seen some very interesting things in the woods, but this is real weird. A bottle on a stick, and it's got some little twigs inside. That's weird. If you know anything about this, please leave a comment below. I'm real curious. Huh. I mean, there's not even a campsite anywhere near here. If you like to do woodland photography but don't have a ton of time to just get on your feet and walk for miles and miles looking for incredible compositions, one of the things I do is I drive down the road incredibly slow, like 3 to 5 miles per hour, which is about the speed I'm traveling right now. And I'm just looking off in the distance for interesting trees, rocks, little ravines, things like that that make me want to take a closer look. And then once I find those, I get out there and I explore a little bit and see what's interesting about it and what caught my eye to begin with. Oftentimes there's a photograph there, so definitely a tip to keep in your bag of tricks for when you're out here doing woodland photography. Here's a perfect example of something interesting just looking along the roadside. Somebody camping out here set up this swing. Pretty nice. Pretty good view. Pretty good little spot, actually. I think we're here. Just off to the left side here, dramatic slopes. I think we've reached Jack's Canyon. I'm just looking for a place to pull off and park because this area is very, very thick and the road is actually quite narrow. So let's find a spot and then get out there and look at that canyon because I think it's got some spectacular views. Well, we have arrived here at James Canyon and a nice place to park the car, turn around, and all of that has been squared away. Like I said, it is very thick here and the road is very, very narrow. So keep that in mind if you have a big, long truck. It might be a little bit more difficult to navigate back in here, but as we're looking along this kind of rim or cliff edge, it is very, very steep and the views are quite obstructed. So there's only really one thing to do. So let's do it. Wow. As I've been driving through here, I'm noticing a lot of patches within the forest of scenes just like this. Tons of dead and down trees, all very, very dry and ready to just go up in flame. I really do hope they are putting some effort into clearing this area out with some prescribed burns because as we're seeing right now with the devastating fires in California, I would just be devastated personally, and I think the surrounding population would also be if this were to catch fire in some way because it's such a treasure here in Arizona, these pine forests. So it's real bummer to see, but I hope they get in here and do some cleanup because that'd be incredible. Let's preserve our forests. Our final composition today is literally on the roadside. There's beautiful oak tree here in the distance, just kind of curving over. And again, we have that offset of the very straight pine trees behind it. And it's got this really nice light on it, kind of mid-morning light where the leaves are very lit up, but the forest behind it is quite dark. So it provides a nice contrast. Incredible image. It's going to be a vertical composition, so I think it's going to turn out real nice. What an incredible day here in the Coconino National Forest. I hope I have inspired you to put a place like this on your bucket list and explore some of these incredible lands that are just open public spaces. It really is an amazing thing. So if you like woodland photography, check out this video here where we check out some amazing trees in northern Arizona. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next adventure.